following program is an exclusive Disruption Networks production.
It's Bowling for the Bahamas and Celebrity Bowling Challenge to benefit the Bahamas Disaster Relief Fund. Sunday, December 1st, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. AMF Panorama Lanes, 1724 Genesee Street, Utica. Come have fun and enjoy a few games of bowling for a good cause. There will be prizes, food and drink specials, and some special challenges mixed in along the way. $20 per bowler or $100 per team includes 2 games and shoe rental. All proceeds go directly to the Bahamas Relief Foundation. That's Bowling for the Bahamas and Celebrity Bowling Challenge, presented by Disruption Network, Holy Pozzoli, and AMF Panorama Lanes. Sunday, December 1st, 1724 Genesee Street, Utica.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.
Wrestle Fandom Radio, Disruption Network, Stu Garrett rated R, ZB on the set first, Utica, New York, them CNY wrestling fans, giving you results like attendance, heads are in the stands, rumors in advance, who's returning, who got injured, we're paying homage to the legends, knowing through the tenure, I had to spit it on wax, we give opinions and facts, all the latest updates, who was getting the strap, who was getting pushed, who was heating, who was cheating, who got buried for a top spot and who was leaving, what you think of TNA, what you think of the E, who's the best in Ring of Honor, who's in NXT, also Lucha Underground and New Japan Pro, AAA in Mexico, you know this is the fan show, we do this for the love and show it locally, this is what a wrestling podcast's supposed to be, Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shooter, what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat, Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shooter, what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat, do you hate Roman Reigns, who's the best in the Shield, will John Cena eventually end up turning the heel, we Young Bucks and Bullet Club, and I'm signing with Vince, World Wrestling Entertainment, dotted line on the Prince, so Kenny Omega make his debut in the States, taking AJ's title, grave his name on the plate, so Jericho retire, who will ever beat Brock Lesnar, will he re-sign, who will be his top contender, will CM Punk return again for one more match, maybe headline WrestleMania for one more strap, maybe HBK, you could keep Ric Flair, finally get the 1, 2, 3.
That's right, Steve Brown. You eat those English muffins and watch this show with your jelly and your butter. We appreciate you tuning in. What's up? How's it going?
It's great.
This is Disruption Network.
It is.
And you are watching Wrestle Fandom Radio.
Which is?
What is it? Oh, yeah. It's the greatest podcast you've never heard.
Thanks, guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even here, so I don't think...
What are you doing over there? What are you, lounging?
Yeah.
What are you, sleeping on the job? Wake up.
He's moving in.
I take naps all the time, Garrett, okay?
I'm a natural napper.
I am, dude. I swear to God. Sometimes I think that I'm narcoleptic.
No, I'm a napper as well. I'll sleep just a little bit, especially now when it's 5 o'clock and it's dark out. I hate when we.
Dude, I take like 5-hour naps. It's
that's
ridiculous.
Not napping. That's going back to sleep, dude.
I swear to God, dude. Sometimes I'll sleep from like 8 o'clock p.m. until like 1, 2 in the morning, and then wake up and I'm up until like 6 and go back to sleep. And
that's just insane.
I can't help it.
I miss my 20s.
It's literally like a blink
to
of
be in my mid-20s again.
Literally like a blink of an eye. I'm up, and then all of a sudden, bam! It's just 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh shit.
So what's up, guys? How's it going? There's a lot of stuff going on, and mainly there's a lot in the wrestling world in general.
Saudi.
A lot of crap happened in
Saudi.
WWE.
Yeah.
That we should probably talk about.
Saudi.
Because we said a few weeks ago, unless it's important or big, we're not even going to be talking about Raw and SmackDown.
Saudi.
But some good stuff happened.
Saudi.
Would you stop? Mainly because NXT invaded.
NXT did invade, which I think I might have gotten sped up a little bit because they had some issues with.
Saudi.
Exactly.
You're waiting for the real one, right?
I wasn't actually. I just happened to be paying attention still. So.
Son of a bitch!
So, should we start off with Saudi?
I guess so. For
Saudi.
people that actually watch or listen or whatever the show that don't know, the WWE went over to Saudi Arabia, as they are per contracted to do, because they get lots of money to do it.
It's all about the money.
And say what you will about Vincent Kennedy McMahon, but he has the nuts to just apparently stand up to the Crown Prince or whatever his face is about back payment, supposedly, for the other two shows.
War criminal. That is his name. War criminal.
WC. That's what we'll refer to him as.
Period.
But anyways, regardless of that, so I guess supposedly there were mechanical issues with the plane, or that's what we're supposed to believe, but not really, because why was there military police? But anyways, 157 employees, I believe is the number, got held up. And most didn't get back till Friday, the day after. But Vince got out on his private jet. Brock got out.
Kevin Dunn.
Who
was probably with Vince.
Ric Flair, Hogan. They all got out on private jets. And, yeah. So they weren't there for SmackDown. So they sped up the invasion angle. And it was, in my opinion, aside from the Keith Lee and Matt Riddle shtick with Sami Zayn, which, I mean, was entertaining, but I didn't really care for it, where they just beat up Sami Zayn, was a really good show. I got to see Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan main event a WWE major product. It was awesome.
Right.
Super cool.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you think they're going to be successful in bringing NXT up to the level, like the perception of them being on the same level and moving away from them being the developmental?
That depends on if they'll allow it. If they'll allow it, they can make it happen. But if they want to stifle it, kind of like, the invasion with WCW, which, I mean, to their defense, when you're going up against Mike Awesome, and who was somewhat good in his own right. But
I mean, Mike Awesome was all right. But
but Buff Bagwell and, Hurricane Helms, who wasn't a hurricane at the time, who still is good in his own right. But
Sugar Shane.
But still, when that's your competition for the invasion, you have no choice but to stifle it. But in this case, if they want to let it work, I think it'll work. It just depends if they want to do that,
I mean, after announcing last year, I don't know if they announced it last year, but after knowing last year that this move to Fox was going to happen when it did, Survivor Series went up against Raw, and Raw clean swept them. I mean, they buried the product that they just sold to Fox. You know what I mean? So
New Day won on the pre-show.
How do they, I don't know. Because they could totally bury their own product, which is what I'm saying.
They also can't have NXT win all the matches at Survivor
I wouldn't
Series.
want them to win all of the matches anyways. I don't think Shayna's going to win that triple threat match.
It's non-title. It's not title.
No, I know. I still don't think she's going to win. No. I definitely think it's still going to come out Becky on top. She's the hottest thing in the entire company.
I think
literally
she's still the hottest thing in the entire company.
Literally.
Personally, I would have Baszler. I'd make Bayley eat the pin or choke.
Bayley's absolutely going to be the pin.
Yeah.
That's sad.
And then that leaves Becky for Shayna at a later date, which you got to call. I don't want to say call her up. You got to bring Shayna over to Raw.
It's
sooner rather
it's
than
time
later
for her. There's not always people I would say at this point I think they want to make it. They're not moving anyone right yet because they want to make it look more like lateral moves as instead of being called up. And she could definitely go. Unless the only reason she's staying there is so that the other two can get more practice in the ring, because they're not even. I thought it would be like the horsewomen in the female war games, and it's not. No, it's going to be more other. Obviously, like the women that they're putting in it's going to be a much better match. But I thought storyline wise, it makes more sense to have them. Then again, they serve good as bodyguards. They're tough chicks. I think
you have Rhea and Shayna are going to be captains for that or whatever. So there's really their first meeting, kind of. And then afterwards, you have Shayna eventually. I would have Shayna drop the belt to Rhea at the next TakeOver event. Then you call Shayna up. She's had the belt twice. She's had it forever. It's time for her to move. Drop it to Rhea. And then you can get new feuds.
Rhea's the clear. Because, let's be honest. It's not huge with her as I am. She's tough.
She's a tweener, too.
She's tough. Who?
Rhea.
No, not Rhea.
Oh.
No, I think Rhea Ripley's awesome.
Shayna
is not huge on Shayna as I am. She is tough. She does bring that air of reality, and most aren't going to get over on her, and especially with who they have now. The only person I thought it was believable that's going to go out there and just clean house with her was Io, and they're obviously not pulling that trigger. So
I think Io's going to be on Shayna's team too.
Yeah.
Going to have the heels together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's definitely going to be on that.
But NXT will actually do some storytelling and explain that, as they usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this other.
We don't need a soundboard. We just have Ant. We'll just hit a button.
That's really true.
We'll hit this totally real button right here, and you'll just make noise. Have a big one for Yeet.
From good.
Yep. Most of everything I get comes from It's Always Sunny in some form or another. So
you gotta draw inspiration from the things you love. So,
and then how was what was up with Raw? What do you guys think?
They continued the invasion angle, and instead of Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole, we had Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole.
Right.
Nice little back and forth I like the dynamic with Triple H and Seth Rollins. I still think Seth Rollins is a wiener.
He's a weenie.
I don't even pay attention to Twitter, but I watch news from everywhere about wrestling and just see what he tweets and just how he presents himself. And I'm like, You're just a wiener, dude.
Is he a wiener?
Yeah. He's a wiener with two little potatoes.
Sorry, I'm trying to find out how to do something on this computer over here. You guys keep talking.
I'll keep it light and refreshing.
Yeah. What do you guys think they're gonna do with this whole Rey Mysterio?
Well, that's one of the other matches at Survivor Series, by the way. It's not cross promotional. It's just a Raw match, I guess, and it's Brock versus Rey.
Right. So there's no championship title on SmackDown right now.
No, there is.
Yeah, Bray's there.
Bray's there.
Oh, Bray's there. That's right.
Yep. And he actually debuted his new Universal title on the FS1 show or whatever.
So
and it's just
Bray
the same
went
thing.
To
SmackDown
with the Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone remember me calling this?
Yeah.
Does anyone remember that?
Yeah, and I said
hire me. Hire me, WWE.
What do you mean hire you? No, just because you call something, that's a bad decision, Garrett.
I called that they would probably do that.
You called a bad decision, though.
Yeah, because it was predictable.
We'll make a good one then. And they'll hire
I
you.
wouldn't have made that decision.
No, they wouldn't.
Actually, no. I think I would have made that because to me, if Raw's the flagship show, that's where I would have the WWE title. And then the newer title can be on what's supposed to be technically be the B show.
I mean,
in their eyes.
I guess.
I think SmackDown did better for a long time.
Well, the Universal title originally was supposed to be
SmackDown does better.
Tier.
SmackDown does better among the fans, but SmackDown always plays second fiddle to Raw. If you wanted to keep Raw as a good attraction, especially starting, well, they haven't just started on Fox, but you would keep Lesnar on there to get more eyes onto it. They're always afraid to pull the trigger on SmackDown fully. Right. I don't know why they just are so afraid to have it be more successful than Raw or put as much effort into it, but they kind of always stifle it in a way. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense.
I think Vince just has it in his head that Raw is the show.
It's his baby.
It is his baby. It's like, as much as NXT is like Triple H's and he's going to try and pull through and do the best for it. SmackDown was created as a secondary show, and it will always be that in Vince's eyes. Period.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But when it gets to the point of you're just stifling it, just for the sake of being stubborn.
Yeah.
Especially with it being on Fox, you're going to have more of a sports-oriented demographic. So why? Like Stu kind of mentioned that earlier. Why would you put the entertainment champion on SmackDown and the sports-oriented champion on Raw? It should be flipped.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all. But that's just what they've done. It's just I'm not saying they make the right choices.
Brock versus Ray should be a fun match, I would imagine. He always does well with.
Yeah, have they ever wrestled before? I imagine.
I think they must have,
back in the day.
Before he left the first time.
Yeah, didn't Brock slam him while he was on a gurney, onto the ring post or something like that? Maybe
Big Show.
Maybe that
Big
was
Show did that.
Maybe
I think a couple of people have done that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Brock did.
Big Show did that, and it was.
Do you
honestly
when he let him go too, and he fell on his face on the mat?
Yep.
That
might have been. Son of a bitch! Stop
Show.
Reusing stuff, WWE. Because I know they've done it twice. Now that I'm thinking about it,
he hit him like a bat. He swung him like a bat. Mm-hmm. He was just right into the thing and dropped him. That was nuts.
Do you think Dominic's going to be involved
in
the Ray Lesnar match?
Oh, Dominic.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Dijakovic.
Yeah. Is it a non-title match?
No, it's a title match.
It's a
if I'm
title
not mistaken. Yeah, and Ray did come out on Raw because I don't know if you know that, but who's that new announcer guy? Dion Madden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He actually stood up to defend. Jerry Lawler, and the crowd kind of popped for it actually.
Yeah.
And then you got F5 turning announce table.
Yeah, you got F5.
But then Ray came out and smashed Lesnar's knees with a pipe. Actually, pretty convincing.
Yeah, he got Nancy Kerrigan. It was pretty serious. He was wow. Yeah, he just kept wailing him. It looked really convincing, actually. Yeah. That looked real.
Because Brock can go when he wants to.
Yeah.
And I think he's realizing he's not going to probably ever fight in the UFC ever again.
Yeah.
Right.
So
as much crap as I always say, I'm sick of watching, when he wants to sell to one of the smaller guys and they hit him with something, he sells the crap out of that.
I think
it looks real. When he who is he fighting? Was it it wasn't Daniel, or was it Daniel, or was it Finn? Well, he was just tearing through Finn, but then he caught the table in his sternum, and then he was just he was he couldn't breathe, and he was falling all over the place, he couldn't stand up, and you're and then you kind of think back to, remember when he got his rib cracked by Goldberg? Is that still hurting? Did he just re-injure that on that? So then it all comes back to he's really selling the crap out of that, and that looks like something legit that this smaller guy could capitalize on. He's not going to beat him, and he didn't. But it looked real.
Convincing.
It looked, Steve found a video of Brock and Ray in 2003 SmackDown.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you,
Figured as
Steve.
much. Thank you, Steve. I think it probably also helps if Brock respects them too.
Yeah.
Like with Ray, he probably sees someone that, that upper echelon of kind of a legendary
Well,
figure.
they were both kind of on the come up together. Not that Ray wasn't already established, but on as far as WWE goes, they're on the come up together. So I imagine they're probably pretty friendly with each other.
Yeah. So that helps.
Yeah, they've
but
probably been together for a while.
there is no better Goliath for Dave versus Goliath match than Brock Lesnar, though.
12/11/03 is that Brock and Ray match.
Right. Wow. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago.
Dude, I can tell you
16 years ago.
I can
the
tell
heyday
you
of
where I
wrestling.
was when Rey Mysterio popped his first match in WWE was on SmackDown against Chavo. I was at my buddy.
I remember it.
Yeah.
I was definitely at my house watching. And then at the end of the night when he jumped off the cage, that was the same night, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at Dean's house. Remember Dean Garrett? Yeah, Mr. Ackerman.
I love Dean.
Yep.
He's awesome.
That's who I used to watch wrestling with when I was like 19.
Dean's awesome.
He is.
I saw a video he posted there. Did you see that?
No,
Where
I know he's like somewhere.
Yeah, where he fell. He was like standing on
He's like on
something
the other
and
end of the United States now.
It fell over. It was like a cart and he like tipped and he like landed like on his ribs on the cart. It was brutal.
Wow.
It looked bad. Cuz at first like he shares this video and I'm like, "Oh, that poor bastard. Oh my god, that was him." He posted a video. Yeah.
That's tough.
It was funny. I mean, it looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
But you got to admit it was kind of I'm sure that's probably why he posted it. So what else is going on, homies? Any big AEW stuff or they obviously after invading both Raw and SmackDown, NXT has to have something big going on tonight, right?
Yeah,
You would think so.
That's also the general consensus.
Boasting,
The rumor
at
thing
least.
is that someone's going to go down there, like Bobby Lashley or Braun Strowman or Corbin, and have
I
them
don't
actually
wanna see
invade.
Corbin. I like
that's the
Corbin.
type-
The thing is, I like Corbin as an.
He used to be in
guy.
NXT.
He did.
I mean, a lot of people on Raw and SmackDown used to be on NXT, but anyways, he's a schmarmy, slimy heel.
Yeah, he's going to get heat no matter what.
Exactly. And he'll look like even more of a giant. Because that was kind of his gimmick when he was in NXT, right? That was like before I started watching it again, was he knew that he was not the workhorse like everybody else down there. He knew he was like not meant to be there. That
and he was
like his
just
shtick.
a bully about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a jerk about it. Well, they boasted like the golden. Is he a 2 or 3 time Golden Glove winner?
I can't remember.
I think it's 2.
Is it 2? But they boasted that a
Played
lot.
in the
He
NFL as well.
He was the lone wolf, and he did that stuff. Personally, I like the lone wolf persona better than the slimy businessman persona.
So
I think he does both of them well, but whatever.
what happened on AEW, I can tell you one thing that definitely happened, is they crowned their first ever tag team champions.
Oh, who was it?
SCU defeated the Lucha Brothers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. Lucha Bros went for their pile driver stomp finisher move thingy there. And as much as I say I hate the roll up out of nowhere, that's what happened. They rolled him up out of it. Sky did, actually. Who wasn't even supposed to be in the tournament. It was supposed to be Daniels and Kazarian. And then Daniels got jumped by the Lucha Bros earlier in the tournament. So that's why Sky stepped in. And it's just fitting that, from a storytelling perspective, Sky, before Daniels got jumped by the Lucha Bros, like when they were talking about who the two that should be in it, out of the 3 of them, he said those 2 gave him the best chance to win. And then Sky ends up winning the finals to become the first ever tag champ. So it's kind of fitting storyline wise.
Sweet.
Yep. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. It's on my to-do list. But I heard it was what you would expect from a Lucha Bros SCU match.
Cool.
Yep.
And I was busy all day, so I didn't get to check out what happened on WA either. Because I got to get more into it. I do. Tom's right. It seems like some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Going on in there. It shouldn't be. NWA should not be ignored. Or Ring of Honor as well. I just saw something about Ring of Honor as well.
Ring of Honor keeps growing too.
Yeah,
dude.
it looks better. The video I saw looked better. Even Impact. I saw a video from Impact. The women's match. From Impact. Who was it?
Couldn't tell you. So much wrestling.
What's her name?
It's hard to keep up with all this.
It is really hard to keep up with a lot of stuff. But the one girl is so serious looking.
What was it, Blanchard?
No. She's like short. She might be like Samoan. I'm not 100% sure. She's built like a. She's. I'd say she's almost built like Nick Sullivan, but she's pretty. But built still like a woman. But she's like this short and stocky and just chucking the other chicks around the ring. Even the champ, who's
she's a tank.
Big. Was it Taya Valkyrie is the knockout champ?
Dude, I couldn't even. I feel bad saying it, but I couldn't tell you.
I can't think of her name, and I tried to commit it to memory yesterday, and now I can't.
We should all have homework assignments for the week.
Should.
Like, you're assigned AEW, you get NXT, I'll take Impact.
Yeah, we should definitely.
There's gonna be a pop quiz on NWA.
A pop quiz.
Extra credit on New Japan and AAA.
and Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a good time to be a wrestling fan.
I didn't do good in school, guys.
Me neither.
We were not homework guys, okay?
No. Smart yet lazy.
Yeah.
That's what I was told.
That was me.
So, what else? What else is going on? Oh, it's already 6:30.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is it Mike King time?
It might be Mike King time.
Okay.
Normally we call him right off the bat, but there was so much going on, I kind of just wanted to change it up a little.
Yeah, change is good. Gotta be spontaneous. Something's going on outside our walls, by the way.
Wow.
Wasn't me.
That's loud. No, it wasn't me. We're not on fire, are we?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
We
didn't burn it down, Z or Ton. We're good.
We didn't let Seth Rollins through the door. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
We did not. He did not
burn it down. Burn it down, bro. He's such a wiener. He's such a wiener.
He's an L7.
Like when
I do think the thing that JR said about him was
dude, the best was still a couple months ago when he said something about being the best in the world. He was spatting with somebody on there, and Will Ospreay just popped up and said, I'm still here. Because Will Ospreay is pretty amazing.
Yeah, Will Ospreay is amazing. I think the match between Will and Ricochet right before Ricochet went to NXT was insane. You wouldn't like it.
No, I already know.
But there was still good wrestling in it. But there was a lot of high flying.
I wouldn't say it's good wrestling as it's good gymnastics.
There was good wrestling in it.
I'd say more on the when you look.
But you didn't watch the match. See,
I did actually.
What? That match?
Yeah. Yeah, because
you still didn't think it was good wrestling?
No, because it's two dudes doing ballet together,
Wrestling is ballet.
Yes, but it looks like cooperation, It doesn't look like two people fighting each other. It looks like two people who are cooperating to do spots in a gymnastic sort of way.
See, to me, that's what's their names? The tag, the AEW.
The Young Bucks?
The Bucks.
A lot of it is,
it's so set up and spotty.
I definitly agree with that as well.
So set up and spotty.
I agree with that.
I don't know why I hate them.
You know what? If you like if you like the first TLC match or the triple threat tag team ladder match they had before the first TLC match, if you like either of those are to blame. If you really want to get down to brass tacks.
Yeah,
that's
but you know how it is. It's like something gets made or done the first time and it's amazing.
Because there's always been spots, but I agree that some things are over spotty, but they're still fun to watch.
Yeah. But when you do, I don't know.
You can do it with psychology too.
Yeah, we could take off on this on a whole.
Oh, we could
on a big tangent. I don't want to. I want to rein it in.
Okay.
I don't want it to get too big because we could go off on big, huge type. No, that's too much.
Okay.
Too much of a.
All right.
It could just be ridiculous.
Oh, I know.
It's like you throw one guy into another guy and he's like he grabs him, and then you like clothesline him, and he DDTs his own partner. It's like that's a super obvious setup spot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it's like if one guy comes at you and you do a flip over him and then spear his partner after that. That's a cool spot that just looks like it can be set up. You know, I mean, surprised, but I don't know.
Well, part of that is they don't let shit breathe either. You know? They don't take their time. You need, like, I understand today's wrestling is definitely a quicker pace, but when you don't let it breathe and give people time to react and catch their breath and do this or do that, like, then you really can't register anything because you just become numb to it, you know?
Yeah, that's why if you have a tag match and all four guys are in, or if we have like a 3-way or a 4-way match, and you have all these spots happening at once, and then you'll have that last one, boom, and then everyone's down. And you let everyone absorb what just happened, and that's when you usually get the applause, and everyone's like, yeah, you know, this is awesome, and all those. That's what you get. And I don't know, sometimes you don't. In certain shows or even certain just tight matches, you're right. It doesn't get that time to like gestate with people. It's too fast.
Right.
Some
and that's kind of why it doesn't connect, you know, because they're not selling at that point either. It's just
you have to have like a really good example of letting things marinate and then come to a head is
WrestleMania 18.
What you call it? The last War Games. Like watch how many different spots happened in that throughout the whole thing. Even the War Raiders just jumping off of stuff and just the craziness. But then then the good guys are in one ring and the bad guys are in the other ring, and then they slowly come together. You know, you're just letting all this stuff happen and letting this story come to fruition on its own that they're telling in this ring. And it was so I was watching it, and when it happened, I got goosebumps. I was like, that's good.
That's like Hogan and Rock, dude. At their match at WrestleMania 18, the bell rang. They literally did not touch each other for about 10 minutes while the crowd was just roaring. The opposite looks. You know what I mean? Like, and that's before there was even any spots or anything in the match. You know,
was that Mom and Dad's house? I think that's where we watched it, right?
What, that one?
Yeah,
probably.
I think I remember watching it with your dad.
All I remember. The thing I clearly remember the most about
being
watching,
glued because of that reason. Just being glued to the TV just because of that reason.
Oh yeah,
I was like, how long can this go on for?
As far as watching wrestling goes at my parents' house, the one I clearly remember the most was when we were watching the Rumble, and Flair came out, and was it Flair? No. What's his name? Shawn Michaels came out. And my dad was likening the way that Shawn Michaels takes bumps to the way that Ric Flair takes bumps, because they both epically take bumps. And then my dad was holding a piece of pizza, right? And he was sitting in the Papasan chair all night. And he pretended to get hit, and he fell backwards into the Papasan. And he oversold the hit, and he fell back into the Papasan chair, right? And we'd had this chair for a long time. And my dad is a big guy, right? Yeah. He's solid muscle. He's like 6'1", like 2. He was probably like 240, pure muscle at that point, and lands in this chair. And you know what a Papasan chair looks like, right?
No.
It's the one that's like the cup.
It's like a moon chair.
Yeah, it's like that, and then it has like the it's all wicker, and it has like the base.
Oh,
so he lands in that, right? And all of a sudden it goes, and then the whole bottom just explodes underneath him, and he lands, and he's holding the pizza. And he's just, I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. Clarence starts laughing. It was amazing. And no one else knew what to do because they're like, oh my God, Gary just like fell out of his chair.
But he saved the pizza.
Oh, crazy. Oh, he saved the pizza. It was hilarious.
I think I was there for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were definitely. There was like Clarence, Cole Pettinelli, Steve White.
Jesus Christ.
You. I think maybe Scott was there too. I'm pretty sure Scott was there. Probably Roger as well.
Yeah. Good times.
I want to say
those were the days.
I want to say a couple other people too, but
yeah.
It's gonna work.
Do we call him Michael?
I'm trying.
Mike King. He should just go around saying his name over and over again.
Yeah.
Say it 3
think
times.
that'll work?
Say it 3 times into a mirror.
He'll just appear.
My king.
My king. Stu and I used to hang out with Mike Jones.
We did. Oh.
Virgil's real name.
I don't think Mike Jones was actually that man's real name, Garrett.
No, it was Mike something else, but we called him Mike Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Mike Jones.
Good dude. We hung out with him for like 2 months straight, and they just vanished.
Yeah.
You just never seen him again?
No,
No,
seriously.
legit. We just never saw him again.
Just like he was a fabrication.
Yeah.
Maybe he was an
He was
alien.
an aberration.
I think we just made him up.
Maybe. You don't know.
He was this awesome guy that we hung out with.
My king.
You're so dumb.
I know I am.
He contributes so heavily.
I know, right? All the Yeats and Mike Kings.
About goddamn time.
There he is.
We had a lot to talk about, sir.
We did.
What the hell? This is getting to be bull crap. I should be the first on the show.
You normally are the first thing. I wanted to switch it up a little bit.
Don't be resistant to change.
Oh, come on.
All right. We won't make the same mistake.
Sit around waiting and waiting and waiting.
It makes the heart grow fonder.
I won't make the same mistake. We'll call you first next week.
You don't have Triple D there tonight, do you?
No, we don't. No, he's not here tonight. I don't know where he is. He's probably off.
Yeah.
He's probably off in
He's
some
at a Trump rally.
secret corridor. He's probably at some
With Bueno.
or he's in somewhere with Ben conspiring against America.
He could be out with the missus.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
That too. That'd be the best place for him. She'd keep him safe.
Yeah.
She'd keep him safe. She'll keep him.
He is in love.
So, all right. So we were wondering if you what the good stuff you had for us this week was.
No, absolutely nothing this late at night.
The info's only good at 6
Jeez, and I was
It's
even
only
going
good
to
at 6 or 7
ask
p.m.
if you wanted to be like a guest commentator.
What?
For Ring Wars, but hey.
I'd love to.
I'm sure you would. No, we can definitely use you this show.
That'd be amazing. I'd love to do that.
Who would listen to this guy talk?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put up with Triple D for the night, though. I don't know if that's worth
it. I'll try.
That's enough to send you home with the craps.
I'll go home with something, I'm sure.
Craps, not crabs.
If I was sleeping with
well, maybe that too.
if I get close enough, maybe I'll get those too. No.
Yeah. So don't get too close to him.
Gonna end up with a non-sanctioned match. Yeah.
Lights out.
Just let him duke it out.
All right. Let's see. I don't know if you've seen on. I did announce a match the other night, which I didn't give to you guys beforehand. It was Fireworks Fox Vineyard against the Living Weapon, Jason Sinclair, making his return.
You know what was really weird was about 2 hours before you put that out, I was thinking about the shows, and I wonder if he's gonna get Sinclair back again because I haven't seen him in a while. And then you announced he was coming in that match. I was like, get out of here. So it was weird, but it was. I'm super happy to see him back. Seeing Fox again in another match is going to be interesting too. So especially those two together, that's going to be fun to watch.
And then I also announced, as you see, High Voltage Omar is in his final appearances. He's only got a few left, so it's going to be his final Capital Region appearance. And he wanted Mike Skyros for his last match.
That's pretty big.
That I did see.
That's going to be. I can't wait.
I only got to see Omar once.
Oh yeah, you did.
At the show in Rome. So
right.
And I don't think I'll be able to be there in November. Took way too many days off at work, but Oh, well.
Oh, that's my last show till February, too. So.
Oh, that I'll have off. I promise you. I'm going to tell you that. I'll have the one in February off.
Right. So,
well, I am going to give you an exclusive that I probably won't be announcing till tomorrow, maybe even Friday. I'll hold off to.
Okay.
But Sean Carr, as you know, we had a number one contenders match at the last show.
Yes, you did.
And it ended in a draw.
Yes, it did.
Between Robo and Mike Verna. But unfortunately, Robo has commitments elsewhere.
Okay.
And so that match is going to be on hold until February.
Okay.
So those two will have the winner of this match. Sean Carr, who he made a promise to, Bobby Ocean.
Bobby Ocean. We're going to get that early? Yes. I'm okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yes, he promised Bobby first shot. So Bobby actually gets Daddy's coming. he gets first shot.
Absolutely. That's because if you guys remember, Bobby Ocean won that match before Sean came out and cashed in.
Yeah.
And then won his match. So this is going to be interesting to see if he can, defend. So, yeah.
It's going to be an awesome match.
Yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool that that's going to happen.
The pencil's been put to the paper, so you better be cool with that.
I want to say, I'm just glad it's coming, because if one of the other guys wins, you're not going to get to see Sean Carr versus Bobby Ocean again, because now I get to see it. So.
Right.
Exactly.
Right
if Bobby ends up winning that match, I guess he'll be facing Verna and Robo.
Yeah, he's going to have to do some real hard hitting
in February. Etched in stone, that match in February.
Good.
They both have the dates, and it's locked in.
Good. All right.
Well, Robo wrote the wrong date down, so that made that. And another thing, Verna said he'll probably end up having Chikara anyways.
Oh, right.
So,
okay.
He wrestles for Chikara full time.
Oh, okay.
Because that's why I don't have Haggerty this coming show.
Right. Awesome.
So it works out well anyways. It's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
Actually, Bobby Ocean holds 2 victories over Sean Carr.
Really? Has he?
Yeah.
Does Sean have one at all over him?
No. Bobby's 2-0. So.
Mind games.
It's going to be interesting.
That it is. That is going to fight pretty hard. So.
As you hear, I got a little girl waiting for bed here.
That's fine. That is absolutely
and that's my daughter. I mean,
that is absolutely
my 2-year-old.
All right. Well, we appreciate the exclusive, and
I will give you more next week.
Sounds good.
And we might have a big announcement about a March show. So already.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. I'm super excited about that as well.
So that's in the works right now, and it'll probably be a pretty big name.
Oh.
Can't wait to hear.
I'm hoping to know by then.
All right. Sounds good. So we will give you a call
guys.
next
You
week.
guys have a great night, and as always, my pleasure.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Hey, you too. Take it easy, guys.
All right. Bye.
Later.
Doo-doo-doo.
Well, that's cool.
Did we keep Mike from getting his kid to bed?
We did.
Oh.
So next time I'll definitely call early.
You know what has to happen now?
What?
He's got to call you when you're trying to get one of your kids to bed.
Oh.
That's what's got to go down.
That would suck.
I'd volunteer one of us, but, we don't have kids.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, top 5.
Top 5.
Top.
This is actually the first top 5 I literally ever forgot to do. I don't even know what I'm going to say.
I think we could.
So it's top 5 arenas.
Yeah. I mean, I've got
venues.
one, but then Ant kind of hit me with some stuff outside before the show. And I really didn't put a lot of research into it, to be honest with you. So, I mean, like I said, I could say mine off the top of my head, but if I were to put more research into it, it'd probably be better.
Yeah, it'd be better, but I've got 4 that are like super obvious,
No,
but they're definitely my 4. So
Okay.
but you guys go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna spew off what I think are the 5 probably most important, and then probably gonna give some honorable mentions because there's a lot just in the world in general. So, I would say my number 5 would probably be Wembley. Is that what that's called? Where Davey Boy won the? Okay, yep. Wembley would probably be my number 5. Number 4 would be the Tokyo Dome.
Nice.
Number 3 would be. Now I'm starting to forget my list now. See, that's what happens when I talk for an hour and forget things. I would definitely have to put the Sportatorium in there, the Dallas Sportatorium, where the Von Erichs and everything, all that fun stuff. Madison Square Garden, definitely number 1. God, now I can't remember what the hell my 5th is now. Cow Palace has to be on there. That's in California. I'm not sure if you've heard of that one or not. That's where Eddie Guerrero won the WWE Championship.
And way out. There's Barack there.
And that's been a place that's had wrestling for years and years.
Yeah.
Quick question about it. Is it a combination of just the place because of things that happen there, or sets as well?
No. I'm not going off of sets or anything like that. Okay. I'm just going off of lineage.
Okay.
And yeah, I would have to say Cow Palace, definitely ranks up there for that.
Okay.
ECW Arena. That was one that I forgot. ECW Arena definitely has a lot of lineage. Even to this day, still run awesome shows there. Tommy Dreamer does with House of Hardcore.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure Ring of Honor goes there once in a while too.
Okay. Stuart? Or you want me to go?
No, I'll go. Okay. I'll rattle them off real quick. I will say honorable mention to, I believe it was Pepsi Arena in Albany.
Yes.
I went there twice? Once, I know. Because the first one we went to, we helped to create the Dudley Chant.
Yes, we helped.
We helped the Dudley Chant.
I don't want to take too much credit.
No, there was a whole lot of us.
Yeah, there was. It really, anyone in the arena can say that.
Yep.
Mainly the guys that held the sign.
Yeah.
But we yelled at them, and that's what started it.
Yeah.
So,
and we were yelling outside as we were walking to the arena.
Well, that's because we were 17 and we were jackasses.
Yeah.
So
everyone else.
Why you guys aren't now?
Oh.
Yeah, but we were 17 and we were jackasses.
Yeah.
17-year-old Garrett is a totally different Garrett than 36-year-old Garrett.
I know. I seen the pictures.
Anyways.
Did you see those the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say Full Sail. Number 5. Number 4, I'm going to say... Man, I was able to rattle these off outside earlier.
I know, dude. So
What the Fs?
Get the F out.
Number 5 is definitely Full Sail. Number 4, ECW Arena. I think I actually had that higher because ECW is my jam. And I've actually been in there and 15 feet away from Paul Heyman. So that was surreal. He locked eyes with me. It was amazing. Number 3, maybe it was Wembley Stadium was my number 3. I remember, but 2 was Tokyo Dome and 1 is Madison Square Garden because it's Madison Square effing Garden.
Mm-hmm. All right. Number 5, ECW, the original ECW arena. So number 4 is going to be Full Sail. Number 3 is going to be Madison Square Garden for me, actually.
Ooh, not number 1? No. Really?
2 is actually going to be whatever the studio or where arena, however they did it, where TNA was.
The Impact Zone or the Asylum?
Specifically where they had, when the glory days when we watched it, when the
Impact
good guys
Zone
came out of one and the bad guys came out of the other. The Impact Zone, the real Impact Zone from when it was TNA was good wrestling. All around, everything about it. And number 1 is actually the Manhattan Center.
That's the one I forgot.
I forgot about.
I'm sorry. The one I forgot was Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah, which is downstairs from the Manhattan Center.
I believe so.
Yeah, I from the way they describe it, I've never been there, but I'm pretty sure that's what's described.
Because
I've seen some shows there too. I think
I started watching wrestling on, was it Saturday or Sunday mornings when we had it here? When Well, you were too young. You weren't even born yet.
when we were kids.
Yeah.
Saturdays.
Was it Saturday?
I believe.
So I used to see it when they did like the tapings in the arenas and stuff like that. But when it became Raw, and I was watching, that's where I was watching. It was the Manhattan Center, and it was just like, that place is iconic. I mean, they go back there or anything shoots from there, and I instantly see Mr. Perfect or Shawn Michaels in my head, or Marty Jannetty, or the 1-2-3 Kid beating Razor Ramon. I see that place, and that's just the stuff that I think of, and I'm like, oh my God, I wish that someone would go back there and just do a show.
Well, they did when they did the Raw
like
20
show, and but that was garbage.
Oh yeah, the simulcast, it was awful.
Did you guys go to the Raws that were held at the Utica Odd back in the day?
I don't know. I went to plenty of shows there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I ever went to.
They had a couple Raws. I can't remember if it was I think it was 95.
It had to be early because once Attitude Era hit, there's no way.
Yeah, no, that's when it started to go in the big arenas and stuff.
There was no way.
But the kind of shout out to the Utica Odd as well, because they've been running wrestling literally since the 60s. My uncle used to go there when Vince Senior was running shows back there and everything. So
yeah. And anywhere around here that even hosts that will let anyone wrestle anywhere. Mm-hmm. A big shout out to you. Kennedy Arena is a great place. I got to see Tommy Dreamer win the 2CW championship, and I lost my mind. It was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, you were there.
Mm-hmm. I know. We were
oh God,
10 people away from each other.
Oh, it was just the best.
That was the meeting of the minds. You like wrestling?
Yeah,
you like wrestling?
Was that show, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I came in and I was in a terrible mood. Even though I got a front row seat for free, I was still in a terrible and it ended up just being one of the best nights of
wrestling.
Of wrestling.
In the JFK Arena.
Yeah, that I got to see. It was so good. That was a real good show. So, yeah. What do you guys want to do for next week for a top 5? Anybody got some ideas? Stu, you always have a plethora of ideas for lists.
I do. I mean, I could just rattle something off, but I don't know.
Have we ever done? I know we've done best finishers. Have we ever done best submissions?
Submission what? Just like holds or finishers or
just in general? Did we do that?
I think we should do a worst something. We're always doing a best something. Let's do a worst something next week.
You want to do a worst something?
I think we did a worst. Didn't we do a worst list once? Because we did a best, but then we were talking about the opposite, and then we did the worst the next week.
I think so, but one time still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you want to do the worst of? We did the worst gimmicks. That's because we did the best gimmicks and then we did worst gimmicks.
That's right.
That's what it was.
I forgot about that.
That's what it was. So we can't do worst gimmicks.
Stu, rattle off a worst something.
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, I wasn't ready for
this. Worst matches, worst cage matches, worst
pay-per-views.
Worst pay-per-views.
Let's do worst pay-per-views.
You want to do worst pay-per-views?
Yeah.
Jesus of all time.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
you want to do just
I'll do it.
2019 or do you want to no they haven't been too bad over the past
you can do worst
years.
pay-per-views. Yeah, or worst pay-per-view moments, or do you just want to do worst pay-per-view?
You could just do worst angles.
Let's just do worst pay-per-views, like pay-per-views that absolutely sucked. There's got to be a plethora.
Ed Terry says worst stipulations.
Worst.
I wish he was here right now, so I could be like anything Vince Russo did in WCW.
Yeah,
and just have him rage.
I'm all
are you saying like what did you say?
I'm assuming he's talking about like gimmick matches, like worst stipulation matches.
Yeah.
I would be all right with that.
We can do that.
I'd be down with that.
Oh yeah, I got number 1 already.
Because I'm down with that.
Yep,
that's a good. Because that's the definitive. That's a
Yeah.
What's this?
It's a little easier to narrow down too. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you, Ed. We appreciate.
What was that?
Ed Terry.
Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who you are, Ed, but thank you, my dude.
You're the man, Ed. So yeah, that's a good one. Well, Ed, make sure you're on here next week so you can give us your top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you got it right now and throw it over real quick. So, all right. So, yes, next week, worst stipulations. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
I think
we're going to call Mike King and hopefully have some good news about a March show. That'll be
a big name, dog.
Yeah, I want to hear another big name. I don't even know if he named the person. He didn't even name the person for February yet.
I should have asked him if it's somebody who Carlito has spit in their face before.
But all right, so we'll just wrap this up here, and thank you for tuning in. Please like and share Wrestle Fandom Radio and Disruption Network. Support all of the local people you see here on our screen: Illustrated, Dippin', Vignetto, The Mill,
Seasonal
Sports. There's always a lot.
Giving away a lot of old clothing, by the way, to people that suffered like flooding damage.
Yes.
Seasonal Sports is so.
All right. So, support local. Hit us up, like and share. We'd appreciate that, and we will see everybody next week.
Yeetle, yeetle, yeet.
He saved it for the end.
Did you just yeet yodel?
I did. Yeetle, yeetle, yeet.
I hate you. I hate you.
Wrestle Fandom Radio, Disruption Network, Stu Garrett rated R, ZB on the set first, Utica, New York, them CNY wrestling fans, giving you results like attendance, heads are in the stands, rumors in advance, who's returning, who got injured, we're paying homage to the legends, knowing through the tenure, I had to spit it on wax, we give opinions and facts, all the latest updates, who was getting the strap, who was getting pushed, who was heating, who was cheating, who got buried for a top spot and who was leaving, what you think of TNA, what you think of the E, who's the best in Ring of Honor, who's in NXT, also Lucha Underground and New Japan Pro, AAA in Mexico, you know this is the fan show, we do this for the love and show it locally, this is what a wrestling podcast's supposed to be, Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shooter, what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat, Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shooter, what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat, do you hate Roman Reigns, who's the best in the Shield, will John Cena eventually end up turning the heel, we Young Bucks and Bullet Club, and I'm signing with Vince, World Wrestling Entertainment, dotted line on the Prince, so Kenny Omega, make his debut in the States, taking AJ's title, grave his name on the plate, so Jericho retire, who will ever beat Brock Lesnar, will he re-sign, who will be his top contender, will CM Punk return again for one more match, maybe headline WrestleMania for one more stretch, maybe HBK, you could keep Ric Flair, finally get the 1, 2, 3 with a pin overtaker, will Daniel Bryan stay being cleared to compete, will they break Asuka's streak, is she fearing defeat, so many questions to be answered, got the 411, Wrestle Fandom Radio, and there's a lot more to come, check us out, Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shooter, what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat.
It's Bowling for the Bahamas and Celebrity Bowling Challenge to benefit the Bahamas Disaster Relief Fund. Sunday, December 1st, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. AMF Panorama Lanes, 1724 Genesee Street, Utica. Come have fun and enjoy a few games of bowling for a good cause. There will be prizes, food and drink specials, and some special challenges mixed in along the way. $20 per bowler or $100 per team includes 2 games and shoe rental. All proceeds go directly to the Bahamas Relief Foundation. That's Bowling for the Bahamas and Celebrity Bowling Challenge, presented by Disruption Network, Holy Pozzoli, and AMF Panorama Lanes. Sunday, December 1st, 1724 Genesee Street, Utica.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving. relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.